Hello, people.
Mwah!
Hello, hello.
Yo.
That's an interesting Traveler's Tavern bot to open up with.
I have not gotten there yet. Give me a moment. Oh, hello.
In Johnny's Tavern, chats in a flurry, with messages in a hurry, from oo-woo to meow. They're on a spree now. Stalling, downloading, and calls away, the chat's alive in a playful way. Stab a guy, a friendly yo. The party's lit, let's enjoy the show.
Oh
Wait,
dear.
Wait, who's stabbing who now?
I don't know, someone's stabbing a guy. I think the chat's stabbing a guy.
Oh, Lord.
So the animated of that is just a bunch of like Twitch chat stabbing a body, and then somebody just pops around the corner of the alleyway and she goes, "Yo!" And then Disco Ball comes in, and a rave happens over the dead body.
I'm going to go signal my buddy Dew and let her know, hey, we're on. I don't think I talked to her for like 5 seconds today.
Oh,
My phone just totally restarted.
oh my!
I told you that technology does not like me today. I'm gonna go make another sacrifice to the dice gods right now. Excuse me. Everybody watch your computers.
Wait,
Have you
no, hang on.
contemplated just sacrificing a floppy disk?
Oh,
That might-
got a high energy position. Close one.
Ooh.
You may be running low on that computer mana.
Hello, Van. I am ogling your pictures.
Then I'm hearing about your pictures.
You can have the energy of listen. That means less electrical bill.
Your OnlyFans account. Ooh,
Right, alright, right.
yeah, I got that premium.
Ah!
Every time someone says something sus, and Chef just goes, "What?" It makes me laugh.
Right.
I could change it and put a little more Hank Hill in it. What?
What? You gotta get that H in front of it.
What?
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 I said I
Get
could
that
put
Bobby in there.
Bobby, what the hell? Yeah, I don't know what happened either, Shiny. For some reason I spawned into the ether and I was just off map. I don't know if your map shrunk or something.
I don't know.
You were in the temple. That's where you went to anyway.
I was in the temple. However, when I logged into the game, I was just in the ether.
Yeah.
Just happens sometimes.
Beginning to think that the pod is just a dimensional portal from the ether, and that's how Ludwar happened. And not Ludwar, but that's how Sataki happened.
Darling, if you need to know, I mean,
Sataki's just a being.
isn't that what Alara told you?
Here's Will. Here's Will. Oh, Will's house is up in the fucking tree.
Wow. Why are the maps broken?
Fuck if I.
I'm telling you, what happened was that the map shrunk in size.
Green tat. What's the green star? It's not mapped here either.
I mean,
you talking about?
Right
I'm
there.
not finding it.
Because it's not in the town. It's in the corner. Where are you looking? You're nowhere near where it's supposed
You
to
see
be.
where I'm?
For me, your cursor
I'm
is in the
over
middle of town.
That's where
Yeah,
my.
you're supposed to be over here.
I have only fit a couple of circles, and this is where my person is.
I don't care.
Yeah.
That's not where it's ever been.
That is where
No, it has
it's ever
not.
been. I'm
It
not
just-
in the center of town.
You are in the
Here's
center
the
of town
market.
for everyone
Here's
else.
the guards barracks.
It's not my fault. You're wrong.
The bar's always been over here.
I think you need to refresh, ma'am.
Yeah, the
I
bar's
think I
always been
do.
over here, Star.
Bite me.
No.
No, not my
That's
type.
World's job.
Ooh.
Wow, Shadow came in with a crack like that. I'll just drain it in a bowl with a plate. It's fine. Forgot a colander.
Lids. Lids are a thing, then. Lids are a thing.
No, yeah, we're just gonna end up.
Just telling you, I'm in the middle of a dark circle. Or I'm in the middle of the dark right now.
Yeah, it's called Dark Souls.
It's called.
There's no Dark Souls here. There's just Bloodborne.
There should be a
Star's
light
gone.
here. Oh, all the
I
lights are
don't
fucking
know.
gone.
After all these squares make a circle.
I don't know, Doc. If we go out there and we see a sword in the fire, then I don't know.
What happens
That
to you?
sounds pretty. That sounds pretty Dark Souls to me.
You have to worry about the hunter's dream.
But speaking of Bloodborne, did y'all see the diabolical article that was out April 1st?
Which one?
I don't trust
Shadow?
anything that comes out on April 1st.
Seems
Well,
to have fixed itself.
it was an article that was talking about, oh yeah, Sony's finally caved and it's gonna be like, granted I saw this April 2nd. So Sony's finally caved and Bloodborne's finally coming to PC and Xbox.
Oh yeah.
And it's gonna get a remaster for the PlayStation 5 as well, so everyone's gonna get it on like the new gen stuff. And I was really hyped. And then I made it all the way to the bottom is that look at the article's date, and I scroll back up to the article's date and it was written on April 1st. Granted, I was reading this on April 2nd, so I got my hopes up. That, that, that was just like, who could ask Balthazar? I sent it to a different Discord chat we're a part of, and like I was like, holy shit and everything, and then someone else read it, and then fell for the same thing. He was like, it was pretty cool until I made it to the end of it all. I'm like, yeah. They must be like saving it for like a rainy day. But like Sony's like completely going under, and then they pulled a Bloodborne remaster card at last ditch effort, and then everyone's gonna look at them in the face like, no, it's too late for that bullshit now. Everyone who played that game is fucking dead.
No, you always gonna have people like Seth. Not Seth but Seth.
Cephalopod, yes.
Yeah, not cephalopod, but Seth.
Ah, yes, the Norseman.
So, how's everyone been?
I'm glad to be here tonight.
I'm doing
Don't
fine.
sound like it. You sound
I
upset.
had ribs.
You had ribs.
I had ribs.
They're
Where's our
fine.
ribs?
Go to your butcher shop and buy it yourself. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean,
There.
is my arsenic container full of full of salt now? Yes, it is. Shadow, I hate to inform you, we all have ribs. They're ripe for the picking.
No. Yeah, no. See, Seth, that's where you're wrong. I had ribs. I am now a gelatinous being, minus my spine. The spine is now the only thing keeping me stable. All of my organs are now.
I am now a fungal amalgamation.
I am one step closer to truly becoming Lugwort. I just need to add like 99.9% more mushroom.
I laughed at the wrong one of us meme. Poke jiggles.
Indeed.
The squiggly spoot shit hurts. We don't know what to do. Let's stand in it. I don't know. Yeah. Pile distance is correct. So, who would like to do the intros unless somebody has an announcement?
I don't have an announcement. Who has an announcement?
Me and Firelord are going to attempt around 4 or 6 tomorrow. Because I'm giving him a big window. Firelord and I are attempting a Hunter Call of the Wild stream tomorrow. So that's going to be fun.
All right.
I don't know about making it a constant thing, but we're gonna attempt. If anyone else has games in this chat that you would like me to attempt to do, let me know and I'll see. We'll try and make something up.
Yeah.
I'm open to trying a new state if I have the game TM.
Well, I guess that's it. Star, would you like to work for your free hero point?
Yes, I would like to work for my. How's that go? Welcome to the game where everything's made up and the hero
Oh, and the
points
hero
don't matter.
points don't
Wait.
matter.
Is that the
Game changer.
intro
Yes,
to whose line
sort
is
of.
anyway?
No, it's
Just
game
revamp.
changer.
No,
they
it's
did change.
whose line is it anyway?
It is whose line is. Yeah, they stole it for game changer.
Don't question my authority.
I will. For the next 4 hours,
What
I
fucking
will.
authority?
There's authority.
He has a pink bottle or a pink can with the label on it that's like a crow, I think. And it just says arsenic, and that's his salt container.
Yeah.
What is your bat's container?
container full of bats. What do you...
Well, I mean, you say that, but it's arsenic
It
assault.
works.
Oh, it's pepper. That's what I thought.
Pepper.
I didn't know because you had. Is that like your refill for your cracked pepper? I do. Or is it already ground pepper?
Peppercorns.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you want me to read another entry, because I do have one?
I mean, sure. Or you can give me a
You-
villain point.
I mean, are you absolutely mad?
You better
Ye-
fucking read
yes.
that entry.
It's my job.
Well, you
All right.
fired.
No, we can't fire him. He's God. He made this world.
Dude says
If
read it
you
or
fire
else.
him, the entire-
Read it or else.
if you fire
I've got
him,
it,
the
too.
entire stream ceases to exist, and then we won't have a game.
Exactly. That's my point.
Coda's like, no, you can't take him.
And you
I
know
finally
you'll
have a
hit
DM that I can play for. You can't take him away from me.
I know. He's not a forever DM anymore. All right. Here we go. Entry 10 from the Diary of Lilia. We got ready to leave. The captain designated Second Lieutenant Maya and First Lieutenant Matthews to stay behind to watch the town. Sebastian also volunteered to stay behind. I'm sure now. Sebastian really likes Maya. But that means the roster going on this little trip are the captain, Lieutenant Meatshield. He's got another name, but he goes by Meatshield. He's a tall drink of water, and when I told him that, he was very confused. Will, Hunter, Ludwart, Bell, and myself. I was not going to let them leave me behind, and I think the captain wasn't even going to suggest it. Oh no, Do has ads! Oh, wait a moment. No, Do!
I think ad break ends in 25 seconds.
25 seconds! Who knew?
Who's back, but I'm
She's
still
back.
on the ad hell, but
You're
I'm in
still
the
on the
call. So.
Okay. So I'm keeping going. I did pause. All right, so Belle handed out healing potions. We didn't do much talking on the way, but when we got there, the rocks were gone. Understandable, since those were illusions to match their wagons. We found tracks, the oddest wagon tracks I've ever seen. Will tracked them back to where they were waiting. One of them had broken, and one of the soldiers, I'm not sure if it was the one that Hunter talked with, was under the broken one, fixing it? Hunter told the captain and us that the other vehicles around had weapons like his, only more powerful and mounted on top. Hunter seemed so different. He had a very cold focus. The captain told us to stay where we were, as still as possible. Ludwart made a cover blind for us. That was a surprise, and they should be very proud. I was proud of them, and they got it up without being noticed. The soldiers fixed the wagon, and that one that was underneath went to the rear of the wagon, opened something, pulled out a thing, drank out of it, and threw it on the ground. Then they left. All in all, it took 2 hours of us watching them. We did talk a bit about whether or not to follow them back to their own base of operation. Will went in, scouted for traps, and I used message to allow Will to report back. I just spoke aloud, but the captain stared hard at me. I have no idea what that man is thinking. There were traps, but if we were careful, we avoided them. The thing that one soldier drank from, it was metal, thin metal, and it contained an ale of sorts. Lord Wart tried what had spilled on the ground and said they didn't like that any better than the ale I serve at the tavern. I did keep the metal container, though. Captain said that these fiends were the worst for leaving the things they considered garbage behind. I kept the can, though. There were a few moments of communication between Captain and Meat Shield, hand signs, but I was not certain what they were. And none of them really seemed to be in order to dispose of inconvenient people. Bell did ask an interesting question, asked if we now worked for the captain. This prompted the first laugh I've heard from him, and then he asked if Bell wanted to work for him. Bell said, "Not really, you're kind of an asshole." And I was worried about Hunter's sass. We decided to report back to town, and the captain offered Will a promotion. I want to know what this entails. Is he going to need to leave, go to one of these other towns? Whatever, he is not going without me. The captain ordered Meat Shield to send the order to draft the paperwork. That was odd, but Meat Shield brought out a device. He poked it at a few times and then kept poking at one spot. I noticed something, though, Diary, while he was poking, and I was watching over his shoulder, his elbow. Meat Shield is very tall. I noticed the symbol on the back of the thing. It was scratched up a lot, but it was the same symbol as on the wagons those fiends had. I'm fairly certain of it. The captain is offering a bounty hunting contract. I don't know what any of this means, but there is something big coming. We went back to town while most of the way Meat Shield poked at the device. He said something about limited range, and sure enough, we were near to town when he stopped poking and put it away in his own sack. It doesn't really work too far away from a shard, apparently. When we got back to town, the Green Star was busy, so I told the others to come find me if they needed anything from me, but I was going to be here. They were all welcome, including the captain, I suppose. He actually showed up, caught one of my performances. I had taken the coin belt off while we were sneaking around spying on the fiends, but you best believe I had it back on. Ales and dinner for most of them. Captain had some too. But it was interesting, he never took his helmet off. I have never seen him without it, not even to eat. I felt his eyes on me while I danced, but I have no idea in what capacity. Who is this captain? Why doesn't he take off his helmet? Is that message-sending slab stolen from the fiends? I want to know more about what we are seeing about this war, and it is a war. I am just not sure of the sides yet. Preserving Battalion. Will has been with them for a long time now, willing to lay his life on the line. He has changed a little. He's more confident, and the way the town treats him has changed too. Not even the Wilson twins have shown up to bully him. Or any of the rest of us, for that matter. I think they might actually be afraid of Will. They always were, but now they leave him be. He's not so much fun anymore. Will had a restless night, full of nightmares. And I am very tired after helping him deal with them. Perhaps Hunter might be able to come out of his own nightmares if I spoke to him while they're happening. And that's the end of the entry.
Yay.
Yay!
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Shiny cardboard.
Yep. It started like back when I was really big into like Call of Duty and stuff. When I after I got really good, I started coming up with stupid usernames, and like wet cardboard and soggy cardboard and shiny cardboard, stuff like that. And people get mad. I'm like, bro, you literally got killed by soggy cardboard. How are you mad?
That's like the weapons that are named the Fluffy Bunny. You were
Yeah, that
killed
was
by the
that was
Fluffy
like the
Bunny.
whole idea. It's kind of where it originated from.
Final kills the round goes to Shaggy Cupboard.
You
He's also
humpy.
top scoring.
Oh, I was though. I was always top in leaderboard.
Hell yeah, Batman.
Man, I used to be a menace on Black Ops 2. I was in a clan in Black Ops 2 where nobody was allowed to fire a bullet because you could look at other clan members' profiles and you see how many bullets fired. And we were all master rank or whatever the fuck the rank was. Max level and no bullets fired. my hubby's Xbox username is so cringe. Makes you think that of that video where the woman kind of creeps up next to her husband while she's playing and leans in and goes, "Conquistador." As he reads his username. Oh yeah, I pissed off everyone in gun game. Run around with knives and riot shields? Oh yeah.
No, that's fair. Tyler
Does
runs like Captain Ooh and
Sebastian
Captain Nova
spill?
for the same kind of reason.
Oh yeah.
So Sebastian
yes.
Spill, what were you up to when we were
Nope.
out of town?
Don't worry about it. You casually take a pickle from his barrel, flick it up in the air, and then let it fall back into the barrel.
And how many of those do you have there, Sebastian?
Yeah, it takes the barrel just ever so gently leans it so only she can see him. And just on the inside, there's like 2 or 3 pickles that are just strapped to the side of the barrel.
Interesting.
What?
Thank you, Shadow. I should imagine that scene happens as Ludwig kind of walks by, he just looks over, he doesn't stop, and goes, "What?" Sorry.
Or maybe that was Shiitake. Maybe that was Shiitake's first word.
It's just
Sometimes you just need to show a woman your pickle barrel.
I know, right?
No, yes. Pickles. The pickles are good for restoring electrolytes. Electrolytes. Yes.
Do you want an ale, Sebastian? Did I lose people?
No, I'm here.
As
Okay.
he just gasps out, "I can have alcohol!" As he face plants onto the table. If there's not a table nearby, he walks over to a table and face plants on it.
Lily is just gonna watch for a moment and wait and go, water then. Alright.
Really, we're afraid at this point, if you don't give him alcohol, he'll be upset.
She brings Sebastian an ale.
Alright.
And the water is for our dear mushroom friend.
They chug.
I have a question. But what?
Yes.
Have you tried other liquids? Milk and stuff?
No, mainly water and alcohol. That one time that turned out well.
Mmm.
We have a. We also have a feeling that milk one. later. Not going down. Maybe, but have a few make bubblies and make something wrong with the funguses.
Perhaps.
Not trying to explain lactose intolerant, but they think if they try to drink milk, it will turn into cheese.
With all the fungal growth and stuff.
Yeah.
You couldn't produce your own cheese, guys. Curds and whey's got to be produced inside of Floodwort.
I knew a gnome that had altered himself enough that he got cursed and had one of his hands turned into a branch, and it would grow fruit, and he offered it to everybody. And we're like, no, we're not eating gnome fruit. I feel kind of the same way about eating cheese that comes from bloodwort.
I'm not gonna lie, about the third time that was offered, I'm gonna look at the DM and I'm like, I'm gonna do this, and I want you to describe what happens. It takes 1d8 cheese, damn. Oh. Liz,
Sorry.
what does the group get up to?
It's still the same night as it was?
Is it still the same night?
Unless
Yes.
you guys want to take your...
I-
Forward to morning.
I assumed we fast forward.
Oh, wow. Oh, cool. Oh, that's interesting. Eh. Not gonna happen, huh?
Alright, yeah. If it's
So-
the next-
There.
So I'm thinking that I will most likely. I'm thinking that we most likely have. We've actually gone through that little nightmare scene. So Will stayed up and Will kept me up all night type thing. So in the morning I'm stumbling out for coffee, and I'm like, nope. So if you can imagine that cat meme. Where the cat looks like death warmed over. That's Lilia right now, and she's going to take a nap in a sunbeam right now. So Lilia's gone cat, and Lilia's snoozing in a sunbeam. That's what we're up to.
Okay.
Probably before going out to get shit for the no qual, let's fulfill a promise I made.
Yes. Yes. How would you like to start that?
Yeah. Well, after the situation with the sunbeam, Callie told me just all he's gonna say is, Lilia needs sleep. We've had a bit of a long night. But everything should be fine. I'll be back in about 4 hours. Yeah, that's how long it took last time. I'll be back.
You
Just-
said that like as you're turning around, and you see she's like hunched over Lilia in cat form, about to pick them up. And like she's like
She needs sleep.
frozen. She goes, oh. It like droops.
Yeah,
She
When
quietly
she gets up.
quietly stops off to couch to wait.
When she gets up, however, fair game.
Al?
Yes. I could probably get next over. Maybe. But I'm pretty sure he's working. Mine's everywhere. I'll see if next is available. If not, then head over to the smithy.
As Nex was doing the babysitting up until last night, they are sleeping in.
Let's just hope that nothing goes wrong. He's gonna put some faith and get to work. No one is assuming it's a quiet morning to go straight to the smithy.
Yep.
Give it a good knock. If Hunk is in, gonna go in, and the house goes up in flames. No.
Got it all fixed. Yeah, no, you can see Hunk is out getting the fort ready. Because you're back in town, so he's like cleaning stuff.
Wonderful. Good morning, Hunk.
Good morning.
How are we doing?
I'm doing mighty fine. Got a good amount of work done when you were out.
Wonderful. What type of work, if you don't mind my asking?
Yeah, mostly nails and the like. Maintenance on tools.
Fair enough. Of course. Quite necessary. He brings out his own tools.
Yeah.
Some of them might need to be worked on, like the chisel. I need good sharpening, but should be fine. Should be fine. Right, we can get to work.
Something to get away on that while you're doing that.
Of course. I guess he's just gonna start grafting.
Alrighty.
Hey.
Hey. Successful craft. Another day's progress made.
Wonderful. Doing as he's doing this to keep up with like talking to Hunk, he's primarily trying to learn some tricks of the trade. He already knows about sharpening tools, sharpening his daggers, whetstones, maintenance, and maybe the crafting of new handles because it does get loose.
Because he does things that don't require heat. So he might do a little bit of some cold forging for a few items. He could probably make a handful of nails right now through it if he had blanks prepared. And then as you start talking about like field maintenance on your tools, he shows you a few tips and tricks to retighten handles, including, just grabs an old scrap nail and puts it right next to the metal thing. As he hits it in a few times, expanding the wood a little bit, and then filing off however much was sticking out. And he goes and to his anvil. There's a new tip to that shaved off nail.
All right. Hunk, did you want to oversee how I forge that no qual once we get everything?
Yeah, certainly. Probably be a good idea.
It certainly helps to have your knowledge involved as I'm going along step by step, and we'll be learning off of each other. This is gonna be fun.
Keen wants to know if we need him.
I've responded.
Oh, then I will shut up.
No, you did it wrong. I apologize for my outburst.
With that, that's gonna be Will's morning up until he wants to get ready to go out to collect the stuff, so we can transition to another person.
Okay. We'll say Fire. What are you doing? Because you're the only one with a blank avatar right now because you haven't spoken in a while.
Oh, guess I muted both microphones. Fuck. I was gonna start crafting something.
Yeah. Are you gonna be keep that a surprise? Till it's finished, I mean?
I think some of the people here know. At least one or two do.
Well, yeah, but like
But,
in
yeah.
character.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a surprise.
It's been nice knowing y'all. He's making the anti-mushroom shotgun.
No, it's the shoot shiitake. It's a grenade launcher. Honestly, it actually sounds like a really good idea now.
No, except my path.
Oh,
my-
there is.
There's a grenade launcher?
Oh Lord.
I added one and removed one, so I think that fixed it. Thank you, Keen.
What'd you do?
It was double capturing storage for some
Eh?
reason for audio.
Oh, weird.
I duplicated it and then removed one, and it got rid of the ghost. Yeah. You're able to acquire through, you're a guard, you got some projects, you can convince some people together and use some materials to start working on it.
Alright. I know what I want to do for the string. I had to look this up. Silken steel. It's a hybrid with a steel core with silk or nylon. Woven around it. That's what I was going to use for material.
I have a question for you.
Just so you knew.
Do you have any nylon?
No, but I bet your silk would be easier to find.
Where would you find silk?
Well, hit up a shop or two. Could find it in the market. And or look at some clothing and repurpose the thread.
I've not found any silk here.
Ooh. But nylon.
No, they don't have nylon here.
Copper it is.
I
Copper
think
is
they know what
zinc.
the word nylon is.
Yeah, I think nobody here knows what the word nylon is inside this.
Copper and bronze it is.
The
I had a list prepped.
yeah, the group down here, like all the watch, the preserving battalion, they would know of silk, and would be like behind, closed doors. So like, yeah, go to the capital. You probably get some there, but like, you're nowhere near the capital.
Well, for now, I guess bronze and copper will have to do.
Shut down, people. There's the capital.
What would you like to start crafting first?
Probably the actual frame of the item would be the start.
Okay.
Just roll a straight craft.
Yep.
Assuming.
Just craft.
All right. That's asking me to drag item. I'll just roll this.
Would you like to re-roll that?
Way ahead of you. I don't think that's any better.
I mean, it's better. You've learned what not to do. You definitely have a solid groundwork of figuring out how to make one.
Got it. I'll get more materials and keep at it then. Gonna say I roll another crafting then.
That'll be a later date. Today's attempt.
Okay. Okay.
You got work down. You definitely know what not to do. In terms of like DCs, your next one's going to be a little bit lower because you have a better idea of what you're doing. Because it's not like you made them in your past life often. You knew how to maintain them and use them, but you didn't make them.
The crafting.
Yeah.
No.
So you know what it's supposed to be like. You know, I mean, you're experienced with maintaining them. But a cardboard guitar with rubber band strings.
We all started as kids, let's face it.
Yeah, no, progress has been made. Not like forward progress.
Okay.
You made it easier.
Nah, I'll take that.
Belle, you were moving around.
I think Belle would have just taken some of the day to go walk around the village and gone in some of the shops maybe.
Mhm.
Like towards maybe like the end of the day, gone over to the pub and the tavern, whatever you want to call it, and have some drinks.
Awesome. Definitely easy enough to accomplish that. Um, Bastion.
Wait.
What would you like to do?
Sebastian's been kind of hopping around the village with his barrel a little bit and keep an eye out for Maya, because Maya's awfully pretty. Maya's awfully nice. Maya's giving him the time of day.
I knew it. I knew it.
Outside of, keeping an eye out for her, he's also going to at some point kind of park his barrel behind a bush.
Yep.
Doesn't care which bush. He knows which bushes are safe, which ones aren't.
For some reason, Sebastian raises his hand at it and pinches his thumb, like holds all of his fingers into a fist, and his thumb presses down onto the top of his pointer finger a couple times, and the barrel beeps. We don't know why. Nobody else heard it, but he did.
What?
Yes.
Sebastian
That's
heard
we'll
it.
head on.
His
He locked the
it's
barrel.
got an auto lock, does it?
It's got that key fob button lock. Burp, burp. Sebastian heard it. That's all that matters.
Literally just put. I just put my keys back in my bag just to make sure.
And after parking the barrel, he's gonna kind of just wander around. He hasn't gone through too many of his supplies, and amongst his daily life, he's frequently making sure his rations are up to date and such. And if any of like the village kids wander too close, it's going to purposely do weird, goofy shit just to kind of mess with them a little bit, because he knows he's insane. The others don't know he knows. He knows.
Yeah, easy enough. Yeah, it's kind of like a routine for kids. You're the one that all the kids make games about getting near. Like, I can get closer to Sebastian than you can.
I want to touch the bell.
Yeah, I'll touch the butt.
Does that thing got a proximity alarm, Sebastian?
As far as everyone
find
else, knows, no. As far as Sebastian knows, it's got a state-of-the-art alarm system, and it all appeared randomly after Hunter started talking about future.
Yep.
Hey, get you here.
No.
Sebastian's gonna
Roll a persuasion.
take his finger, like his index and middle finger. Okay.
Oh dear.
Because, like, oh shit, Sebastian saw us, run, is the immediate reaction.
I mean, understandable. Looking for persuasion.
Crazy. It's crazy for being insane. Crazy
Yes.
like Patsy.
Would that be under diplomacy?
Yes,
Of
sorry, yeah,
request?
diplomacy.
Okay.
Hold on. Am I lagging for you guys?
No.
No.
Okay.
Not like
No.
Okay. Okay.
Nope.
You're hanging out at a tree, but or you were.
He's really, this little kid's really hesitant, but he'll kind of wait. They're, you know, they're ready. They're waiting for something. They have a held action to disengage and dash the fuck away.
Sebastian's fingers are gonna curl. His index finger and middle finger are gonna curl in, making kind of the letter D a little bit with his palm. His middle finger comes and touches the end of it, and is gonna proceed to sit there, lean into this kid, look him dead in the eyes, and edge your nose, and squeeze the child's nose.
Got you know.
Accidentally flicked the kid in the middle of his forehead.
I should scream and run. He turns
Sebastian's gonna
around.
do the same thing.
He like turns around and there's this momentary